know, do you remember when you and Daddy worked at Frank's Lakeview Inn?
You damn. Oh, yes, dear, I do.
Why did you say it like that?
Because that's the job
They
that
must be
almost sent
fair.
me to hell, I'll tell you.
What you mean almost sent you to... How can a job send you to hell? I'm trying to figure that out.
Them old fucking white people we work for.
What? Was they that bad?
They, honey, Frank was something else. The son of a bitch, and he couldn't keep no help. But me and Russell, because he had to pay us because your daddy made him pay good. Because he always, because he gave us a raise, I think, in about 30 days, your daddy asked for another raise. He said, "What the hell you think I am?" He spoke real light like a woman, you know. He said, "You're a rich motherfucker and I want my money."
Oh, yeah.
He had to pay us some more money and shit. That was, I tell you, that was a trip.
Well, how did Daddy put... You mean he ain't fired Daddy?
Hell no, Russell was the head cook. Ordered all the groceries, every damn thing. Shit.
I remember that.
Shit, no, he didn't fire him. He wouldn't have had nobody, he wouldn't have made a fucking dime till he got
Well, you always, or probably, they didn't remember already, you had to be wholly fired.
Well, how did you get along out there if they was that bad then?
Because they didn't fuck with me on account of Russell. Because if he figured if he messed with me, he gonna run Russell off. And that sure would have been some shit. He wouldn't have had nobody to cook. Right?
Were they real prejudiced out there?
White people were, they ain't bad now. Back in them days, a long time ago, that segregation shit was a trip. But Russell just ignored the shit.
But you cook their food though, isn't that something?
Yeah, you cook their food, you could poison all them motherfuckers. But they don't think about that shit. But anyway.
Well, I'm glad you didn't think about it.
Shit.
They don't probably think about something.
So you probably didn't have no problems then since Daddy was out there. They didn't bother you none.
No, they didn't fuck with me.
Well, that's good.
Only about that.
I thought you said they used to say prejudiced stuff to you every now and then.
No, well, nobody but one of them stupid waitresses, and Russell would cuss them out, and they were gone. They wouldn't mess with them no more. Because they scared they going to lose their fucking job. Shit. I'd be cussing them anyway, because they said some shit to me in our store. Russell, what the hell did you say to her in the first goddamn place? Then they had to tell me. Shit.
I don't know how he dealt with both of y'all out there.
Well, I wasn't. I tried to be nice.
Really?
I did. I tried to be, because he was head cook and everything.
Yeah.
He run that whole goddamn kitchen. And I didn't want to lose that job because he made some good money. All that Frank didn't pay him. He stuck, well,
Mama.
picked up, you know, stuff. Shit.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I remember he was a head cook out there. So he could really cook, though. That's one thing he could do was cook.
And he knew he could cook. That's right.
That's one thing he could do was cook. Taught you how, huh?
Yeah, he taught me, because when we got married, I couldn't boil water.
I remember he told me. He told me about them beans you made.
He did. A fucker. I didn't know he told you about that. I showed this fucker well.
He just said put a little bit of sugar. What was you thinking?
I made them all candied beans. God damn. Shit.
They hurt your feelings.
Well, yeah, he hurt my feelings. Hell. He cussed for I don't know how long. Then he finally come back and said, "Good." I said, "Look here. Next time, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'll just tell you after the way you should have. You just don't put some sugar. You didn't say how much." He said, "I didn't tell you to candy them motherfuckers."
Oh, mercy.
Is your daddy dead?
Yeah, Mama.
Is he? I didn't know. I hadn't heard nothing from him for ages.
Well, you took care of him till he died. You don't remember that, though,
No,
do
I
you?
don't remember that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. You divorced him, you left.
Yeah, I know.
Then 20 years later, you was married to him for almost over 20 years. Y'all divorced. Then 20 years later, you came back when he got real sick, and you lived in the house with him and took care of me. I was together.
He had a woman.
No, he divorced her years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Years ago. That's how you ended up back in Texas.
Is that it?
Remember? Because you was in Colorado. You didn't miss it. You just don't remember it now. You remember he had that heart attack and that stroke. And Eric moved down here first to help me take care of Daddy. You don't remember that?
No.
You don't remember Daddy calling you, telling you he almost shot your son?
Mm-mm.
Because Eric got that bad weed and was rolling around on the ground outside.
Acting crazy, I bet he did. No.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I had called you and I was like, my mama, what I'm going to do? 'Cause he wouldn't move to Dallas with me.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't want Eric to
uh-huh.
get, no, Daddy wouldn't. I was thinking about Eric's ass. Daddy wouldn't move to Dallas with me. And I didn't want him to give him another damn heart attack out there smoking that shit.
Uh-huh.
So you moved down here and you took care of him every day till he died. I can't believe you don't believe that. I don't remember you don't remember him on that damn wheeler, that chair that they gave him out there in that garden?
That wheelchair
That
here?
hover around that electric one that he be out there in that garden
Yeah,
and
trying to do shit in that garden with
and
that
bring that
thing.
mud all in the house and you be
I
mad.
know it. And I'd cuss that fucker out because I had to sweep up and clean up that goddamn mud.
Yeah, that was right before he died.
And he thought that was funny for him.
You know, that's the way. But he loved that garden. That's one thing he could do was garden.
Yeah, he did.
He could
Loved
grow
to
some
grow
greens
stuff.
and
He
stuff.
always
People
did.
stop in the yard and buy greens. And
Mm-hmm.
he always hustled. He always managed to make money, didn't
Yeah. And he could do that. He could figure out a way to make things work.
he? And make money.
He'd make money, that's right.
He was
I
a
worry
hustler.
about I didn't never have to worry. That's the one thing about it. All them, so a lot of them black people didn't have no food or nothing. Russell would help a lot of them out there he liked. The ones he liked. Those guys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would raise his and shit.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
know. We had hogs. Oh, trust me. I remember
He had
chickens
hogs,
in the
he had a
backyard
garden.
and
Goddamn,
gardens.
he had garden. Green
I know.
shit.
Oh,
garden.
trust me. I remember. We ate good.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you have to with 6 kids, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember.
But them sorry niggas didn't have nothing. Some of them women had the most sorry drunk ass niggas and didn't have nothing. Russell would give them something every now and then. When they come by the house, they couldn't ask him for shit because he'd cuss them out, you know. I'm taking care of your goddamn family. You ought to be doing something. I remember that shit.
Mm-mm. Yeah, they don't make them like they used to, Mama.
I know it.
Back then, they didn't have no choice, did they?
Mm-mm.
They had to be able to make it in this world.
It was something else.
Huh?
I said it was something else. I was thinking that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. I remember the chickens in the backyard, everything.
Everything. Yeah, he had a big chicken pen back there.
Mm-hmm.
Got our eggs
Remember
and
Miss Marty
everything.
and them dogs?
Who?
Miss Marty used to live right down the street from us and them dogs.
Oh, Russell cussed that one? Yes, I remember.
She wasn't no joke though either though.
I know.
She was something.
He was, I know it.
And he shot and
He
killed
was
her dog.
mad too, yeah. Because he said he done told that bitch to keep on putting
They would eat up. They would kill the chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. You remember that day she came up to the house?
I don't think so. Maybe, but I just don't. What
She
happened?
said, "My name is Elmira Crump."
That's right. Yeah.
And what she say, Mama?
Yeah.
And I cover the ground
And
I walk
walk
on. Oh, they was a trip back
I
then.
know it.
She said she would shoot his ass if he killed another one of her dogs. I remember that. Oh man, them was the days. Little old country town. I mean, so many
When
crazy
did I know
people.
your daddy's dead, but when did he die?
2001. He been dead 13 years, Mom.
I just wondered. I know he died. But see, he was with this other woman. I didn't.
He was with you before he died. He divorced her years ago.
Yeah.
And then when he got sick, and he bought that house in Temple, and then you came down and y'all lived in that house together and you took care of him. That's why you here right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, he divorced her long before he got sick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy. Mm-mm-mm. God is good, though. We were blessed. We ate good. Nowadays, I don't know about kids.
I don't either. They ain't got parents or see Russell shit all day. He worked. We had all of us there to take care of. He worked, and then he grew them gardens and stuff. That saved a lot of money because he could get all the vegetables and stuff out of the back and stuff.
Went between the halls and the village. I remember
That's
having
right.
to go out and slop halls
Uh-huh.
out there at Mr. Snake Davis where he kept his hogs.
Yeah.
Mr. Vernon. Now that was his friend right there.
Snake, he was crazy as a motherfucker. Him and Russell Bob said, God shouldn't have put two crazy motherfuckers together. He was crazy too, I tell you.
He was sweet. Oh, Mr. Davis, I used to remember that. That's the first thing he taught. Don't you reach over in the back of that truck and pick up nothing.
Because he knew nigga was crazy.
Because he had them snakes and stuff back there.
Uh-huh.
And my daddy said, it don't make no sense for a nigga to catch snakes and be scared of a lizard. Wasn't that Mr. Snake Davis shot that lizard off his screen door or
I
something?
think so. I can't remember, baby.
A long time
There's so
ago.
much going on. Yeah, I can't remember.
I try to remember them stories. There was a lot of crazy people in that little bitty town.
I know it. Looked like all the motherfuckers was I said it's like it was a holding camp from crazy motherfuckers. There was a lot of them now, girl. Ooh, it was a lot of them.
Well, you were there?
Yeah.
Does that make you crazy?
Because your daddy took me there, goddamn it. But I tell you.
Didn't make you crazy?
No, well, yeah, probably.
I mean, you
did.
right in there with them then.
Probably, but it was. There was a lot of crazy people there.
Yeah, we were blessed to have all them crazy people.
Yeah, got along with everybody. Well, I got along, I know, for one thing. Because your daddy was so ignorant. He wouldn't start no shit with me, so.
Everybody that lived around us was pretty sweet. Miss Mildred Green and
That's right.
Demetrius and their mom, and then Miss Anna was right there on the corner. So
Yeah, Anna Royce. Too.
yeah,
She
Miss
was
Anna,
good.
she was a sweetie.
Mhm.
Remember, she used to make Dad tea cakes all the time.
Mhm.
And he'd go up there and talk shit. That was one of his best friends, though.
Yeah.
He loved him some Miss Anna. I'll never forget that. That hurt him through his heart when she passed.
Mhm.
Because he'd go by there and she'd have them tea cakes for him.
Yeah.
And he'd get a handful and eat them, and then he'd tell her they taste like shit, and she'd cuss him out
I
all
know
the way
it.
out the door.
It did her good to get to do that. She laughed.
Well, Stella and William and Aunt and Nita. And
You can remember all them. See, my mind, I guess, been so long.
you got Alzheimer's,
I can't remember.
so you don't remember. But
everybody.
we remember.
Mm-hmm.
I see him when we go home from time to time. We have reunions and stuff when we go home.
And you see them.
Yeah, I see him.
Some of them stay in Seagraves. I mean, in
Who the hell is in Seagraves? Where's your mind?
that's where we were raised at. Seagraves. And all them people was over there. Me and Russell got married and stuff. We used to go over to
Who's
Seagraves.
Seagraves?
Seagraves not that far from Big Spring.
Oh, okay. When you were in Big Spring, yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah. But no, you're talking about Belton.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's where Daddy was from. That's where we were raised.
Oh, I know that's where he's from. But we were.
That's where he moved you to.
Yes, where he was Seagraves. Well.
No, Belton.
Belton. Yeah. I was from Seagraves. That's right.
Big Spring. Yeah. You grew up, went to school in Big Spring.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Well, I don't remember that, but I know that's where y'all were from. Yeah, buddy. Those were the good old days. I wish I could go.